Kia ora everyone, it's Helen Hotai here, founder of Form Help, and we are going to look at how to renew your New Zealand passport online. So let's go. Renewing an adult New Zealand passport costs about $191 and it takes up to 10 working days. Now, adult passports are valid for 10 years. Now, you can apply online if you want to renew or replace a current or expired passport, change your name on your passport if you changed it in NZ, or replace a lost, stolen or damaged passport. To renew your passport online, you must be 16 or older and have a passport already, even if it's expired, lost, stolen or damaged. You need a Realme login. Now, if you don't have one, you can create one during the online application. You also need a passport photo, identity referee, a credit, debit or Prezi card. Let's go ahead and apply. When do you need your passport? Now, standard and urgent applications can be done online. Now below you can see there are 3 options for you to choose from. So there is the 10 or more working days, which is a standard service, 3 working days, urgent service, and then the same day travel. So for this example, I am going to go ahead and select the standard service. So standard passports are processed in up to 10 working days, so allow for additional time for delivery. Now, a working day is a normal Monday to Friday workday, so that excludes public holidays. As I am an adult, I will apply for the aged 16 and over option. Have you ever had a New Zealand passport before? I will select yes, I have. Have you changed your name since your last passport was issued? I will select no. Do any of these situations apply to you? Now, we may need to put an endorsement or extra information in your passport if your first and middle name are longer than 48 characters, including spaces. Your name is longer than 48 characters, including spaces. You wear a head covering for religious or medical reasons. You had an endorsement on the observation page of your last passport. You are unable to sign your passport. I'm going to go with the no option as they don't apply to me. Let's go ahead and have a look at what you need for your application. So you will need a login, previous passport details, an identity referee, a passport photo, payment and delivery details. Now please note that once you have submitted this application, the passport you are replacing cannot be used for travel. If you click on the plus signs to the right of each of those requirements, you will find further information. I'll scroll to the bottom of this page and you'll see that there are other ways to apply. Now, the fastest way to renew your passport is online, so there's no paper, postage or visits to the office needed. Paper applications can take longer as they need extra processing. However, if you do need to apply by post or in person, just download and print the appropriate PDF passport application from below. I'll go ahead and select Start. You will need to log in or sign up to Realme to renew your passport online, and you can apply for your Realme verified ID at the same time, and if you're not sure what that is, click on the link above. I'm going to go ahead and select Renew Passport Only. I've been redirected to the Realme login page. For those who do have an account, go ahead and log in, and those who don't, you need to create one before you can log in. There are 11 sections of the passport application that we need to complete, so we'll go ahead and start with the first one, passport details. Note that you must copy the details exactly as they appear on your most recent New Zealand passport and type them into the fields below. So the first field is surname or family name, put that in. Next is your first and middle names, date of birth, passport number and authority. Once you've put in all those details, go ahead and select Continue. Section 2 is Additional Details. Name changes. The name Helen Hotai appears in your current passport. Do you want to continue to use this name in your new passport? In my case, I will confirm and say yes. However, in your case, you decide whether it's a yes or no. Also note that you can request to have a new name printed in your renewed passport. You can only use an officially registered name, and also you can only use this online facility to change names registered in New Zealand. Then you can go ahead and select your height and eye colour, and when you're happy with that, just press Continue. Let's proceed to Section 3. Service level. In regards to processing times, if they have all the information they require, Then standard passport applications will be processed in up to 10 working days. Urgent passport applications will be processed in up to 3 working days. For delivery times, you will need to allow extra time for the passports to be delivered. Estimated delivery times are 1 to 3 working days within New Zealand, Australia or the UK, and up to 6 working days for the rest of the world. Fees and charges. If you qualify for a GST exemption, this will be calculated at the time of payment. Further information can be found on our fees and charges page, and there's a fees and charges link there if you want to read more about it. And then just go ahead and select the service level that you require. In my case, I would select the standard service and then proceed to continue. Section 4, lost, stolen, damaged. If your passport or travel document has been lost, stolen or damaged, you must report the loss, theft or damage to the Department of Internal Affairs, and you must select one of the following. I have my most recent passport in my possession, or I want to report my passport has been lost, stolen or damaged. However, if you do go for option 2, I want to report my passport has been lost, stolen or damaged, expect the following questions. You will need to select whether your passport has been lost, stolen or damaged. Put in the date of the event, the city or town, the country, the details of the event, and the police report number if you have one. Then have a read of the lost, stolen or damaged passport declaration. It says, warning, once you declare the passport or travel documents are lost, stolen or damaged, it cannot be used for travel. It will be cancelled immediately and Interpol and border authorities will be advised. And anyone attempting to travel on a travel document that has been stolen, lost or damaged will be refused to travel, as it is an offence against the Passports Act 1992 to knowingly or recklessly make a false statement to obtain another passport or travel document. To do so may result in a fine, imprisonment or both. I declare that the information above is correct and undertake that if the lost or stolen passport is found or returned to me, I will return it immediately for cancellation to the Passport Office or to the NZ Embassy, High Commission or Consulate. I acknowledge that in notifying the loss, theft or damage of the passport or travel document to the Passport Office or to the NZ Embassy, High Commission or Consulate, that it will be permanently cancelled and rendered unusable. If you declare the above statement to be true, then go ahead and put a check in the box and select continue. Section 5, addresses. Now choose a passport delivery address. I will go ahead and select New Zealand. It says all passports delivered within NZ are sent by our trusted courier provider. Now someone must be home to sign for the passport and allow 1 to 3 working days for delivery of the passport. Now go ahead and complete the delivery address search by putting your address in the search bar. Next you will need to consent to whether or not you want your delivery tracked, so select yes or no. And then confirm your home address. So the home address must be a physical address and not a post box, private bag or NZ post parcel collection location. If your home address is the same as above, please continue to the next page. Or if my home address is different to the address above, then check that box and then proceed to continue. Section 6, contact details. Now you will need to provide at least one phone number and an email address so they can contact you if they need to discuss your application. So go ahead and enter in your home number, daytime phone number, mobile number, your email address, and then confirm your email address. And then proceed to continue. Section 7, emergency contact. Now if you would like to provide emergency contact details, then place a tick in the box and provide the following details. The contact's surname or family name, their first and middle names, their unit or home number, their street name, their suburb, their town or city, their postal code, their state if it applies, their country, their home number, daytime number, mobile number, their email address, and then confirm their email address, and then proceed to continue. Section 8, identity referee. An identity referee is someone with a NZ passport who can confirm your identity. That is, they can confirm that you are really you. And you must get an agreement from the identity referee that they can be named in this section before submitting the application. The ID referee doesn't need to complete this section or sign anything. The form is completed by you, so you must provide the ID referee's name, their passport number, date of birth exactly as it appears in their most recent NZ passport. If you can't get to the information right away, you can save your application and log back in to complete it once you have all the information you need. So the ID referee must have a valid NZ passport that has not been reported lost or stolen, have known you for at least 1 year or more, be 16 years of age or older, not be related to you or part of your extended family group, not be your spouse or partner, and not live at the same address as you. So go ahead and put in their passport number, surname, family name, first and middle names, date of birth, home phone number, daytime phone number, mobile number, email address, and then confirm their email address. Have a read of the ID referee consent declaration, and if you agree to it, then place a check in the box and proceed to continue. Section 9. Passport photo. A quality photo is an essential part of your passport, so follow the steps below to upload your photo and check that it is suitable. As per step 1, if you accept the photo upload terms and conditions, then place a tick in the box to acknowledge that you accept it. And don't forget to read the privacy statement that is linked there. Step 2, select and upload your passport photo. And when you do upload a photo, the system will run basic checks to see if it is suitable to use in your application. When you submit your application, your photo will be checked by a person at the passport office, and they may require a new photo during processing. If the photo is unsuitable, they will tell you why. And for security reasons, you will need to log back in after 10 upload attempts. On the left, if you click on the select photo option, you can upload your photos there. And if it meets the technical requirements, then your photo will show up there. So have a look at the passport photo examples provided and then read the information, which gives you tips on how to meet the standard. And if your photo does upload, you'll get to this message. This photo meets technical requirements, however, all photos will be assessed by a passport officer. If the photo doesn't pass the requirements, there will be delays in processing your application. And then you just need to make a declaration that the photo is a true likeness of yourself and place a check in the box and proceed to continue. Section 10. Summary. Now this is a summary of your passport renewal application. So go ahead, look through your summary and make any amendments as needed by clicking on the edit button at the right of each section. However, do note that the only page that you can't edit is the passport details page. Once you've completed all your checks and editing, then proceed to checkout. Now, the purpose of this video tutorial was to help or guide those needing help with their online passport applications, or for those who wanted to know what to expect and what the process looked like. So I won't be proceeding to the last step, which is checkout. Now that's the last step that you will need to take. I suspect you will need to make payment at checkout, and that you'll receive confirmation of payments received, and that your application is being processed. If you found this video tutorial helpful, please subscribe and like. Also let me know if there's a particular application you would like me to do a video or tutorial on. Okay, wishing you all the best on your application. This is Helen Hotai, founder of Form Help, signing out. Ka kite anō.